Oh yeah, we are live. All right,
What's giggity good, everybody?
all right, coolness. It's almost time for the new year to start.
The new
2025.
year.
2025.
Hopefully next year I'm nowhere near as lazy.
Trust me. I'm gonna try to work harder than what I've been doing this year.
Hmm.
Um,
I'm gonna go from a fart smeller to a smart fella.
yep, pretty much. So yeah, we're gonna be playing some Fortnite, Lego Fortnite at the moment, and we're gonna be talking about plans that we got for 2025. So in the comments, let us know what you think or what you think 2025 is going to be like, or what plans you have for 2025. We want to know plans and um otherwise I also get my brand new controller. This one didn't charge for shite. Yeah, you this controller's not worth go up shite, yo bollocks here.
Hmm.
No, but
Why? The main question I have: Why?
why what?
Why must you try and do a really bad British accent?
Alright. You can't be fucking going ahead and talking to me in that manner, alright? Alright?
You know what? That's it. I'm gonna join fucking. I'm gonna do some rocket racing while I wait for you to get into Fortnite.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Invite me to. Okay, I'm gonna join your party.
Wait, there's the Winter Lodge first.
Oh yes, you gotta unwrap those late Christmas presents.
Let's see, we got 12 presents to open. Oh, I got a gun. Cool.
You gotta wrap, not the actual gun.
Yeah, well, yeah. You know what? I don't need you to be a fucking stickler on me. Thank you.
I'm not being a stickler. I'm just correcting you. There's a difference.
I got Snoop Dogg in here. The ass nigga that isn't he?
Did you just refer to Snoop Dogg as Sniggity Dizzity?
No, that's something he was saying. Yeah, I was thinking it isn't he? Ran to find. Just want to try to get some ice cream. Give me some of them Rainbow Spring.
Oh my god. Ugh.
You gotta be careful who you're speaking to, nephew.
Oh my god.
Everybody's nephew. Damn. No, but
Oh boy.
yep. 2025. We got major amounts of plans. We got major amounts of deeds, good deeds that we need to do. Um, well, most likely, sort of. I would say. Um, we are going to go ahead and try to get our channel up. We're gonna try to be a lot more, I would say, interactive with each other. I would say a lot more having fun with each other, like outside of the area. I mean, um
Yep.
so that aspect, I think we need to start doing that a little bit more. Um Especially where I do want to go ahead and, like, like as I said, have this trip together and then we work together, you know what I mean? So
Nico wants to have a trip with all of us.
yeah, so we're not gonna say what the trip is about, but we do plan on possibly doing things like interacting with other people in the world, in the gaming area. Try to go ahead and bring in the more of the idea of, trying to spread the idea of TemGameBoyz in the EHG community. So we want to do that, and we also want to try to get people to see our channel for what it is: gaming fun, gaming hilariousness, and so on and so forth. So it's a major thing with that. And I'm just claiming these presents real quick. I got one more to claim, and then we will be playing Lego Fortnite. Hmm.
How do you change the jam track in the fucking lobby?
So let me leave and I'll show you. You go to locker, and then you go straight to jam tracks.
Oh, okay.
So with that, I got that set here. So I'm going to get the Lego Fortnite started. Hey kitty. So I'm gonna change my character then. I want to change my character.
I am the black cat.
Snoop Dogg should have a Lego character. Why doesn't he?
Yeah, I don't get. I actually think it would be really cool if like Fortnite could just turn all their skins into Lego and people not have a fucking issue with it.
Yeah.
But no, legal rights and copyright and all that bull crap.
Oh well, you know that's a thing. You know?
Which I'll be real, there's only one thing I actually wanted to get in the goddamn Fortnite shop, and it's not there anymore, and it was the Incredimobile.
An Incredimobile.
The Incredibile. I wanted it so fucking badly, but it's out of the shop. And I finally had the money to get it. And I'm pissed because I wanted it so badly.
We're doing a regular survival here, so.
Okay.
Alright, so it's gotta be me and you actually trying to survive here.
I'm still pissed they didn't get the fucking Incredibile. It would have been so awesome. Because, like, that was one of the first superhero vehicles next to the Batmobile that I ever wanted as a kid. Because The Incredibles is what got me into superheroes. If it wasn't for that movie, I would not have my love for superheroes.
I ain't gonna lie, what got me into superheroes was mostly like animes like Voltron and like Ronin Warriors. So that got me into superheroes. So
would they really count as superheroes?
Yeah.
I feel like calling Voltron a superhero is like calling like Sonic the Hedgehog a superhero.
Would you not
or the Power Rangers superheroes?
Would you not consider him as like? Would you not consider like Sonic somewhat of a superhero?
I guess not really a traditional superhero.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, let's leave this place and let's find a place of our own. This is a pre-built town.
Well, technically, it's not even really a town. It's more of a dilapidated shack.
Yeah, so let's find our own place to build stuff. You're on your own, guy.
Yeah. All right, we're not doing like any of the story stuff or nothing like that.
No, not at the moment.
All right.
But where are you going? You're going over there. All right, so.
Yeah, I'm just getting rid of all these little notification things because these are annoying, and there needs to be a way to turn all of them off instantly.
All right, so we got a area here.
Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you.
So.
All right, so today's main topic of the podcast, besides us just playing Lego Fortnite and dicking around, is you're breaking that other pig's heart. Don't worry, piggy. I'll end your suffering.
There you go.
With a knife. Yes, PETA would not like us.
Oh, well, they're more responsible than we are.
PETA is not more responsible than we are.
PETA
sucks.
I mean, more responsible for the torment of animals than we are.
All right, anyway, the main topic of today is the overall opinions on, well, good old-fashioned competitive gaming, and really just how competitive gaming has... I'm gonna be real, competitive gaming kind of sucks now. Like, I used to be one of those guys as a kid that would watch those Fortnite tournaments wishing I was there, and now I just realized that it is just a very toxic community filled with people who probably... well, would probably kick my ass.
Fair enough. First of all, I'm gonna let you know that I found a spot on the hill for us to live in.
All right.
So we shall live here, and I'll go ahead and make a house. But anyway, I agree to an extent.
I'm keeping this chicken. His name is Feathers McGraw.
I think in my opinion, I think a lot of the competitive aspect in gamings have brought the idea of you know, people trying to earn money towards just playing video games. I think now that people see that it's a major aspect where people can earn money off of it, and people can also teach people how to be better at games doing it. I think it's
gotten to a point where there's too much financial shit going on.
I would say yeah. I would say yes. Is depending on like which game it is. I think like a lot of it, like especially for Overwatch, that's a problem. I would say like for League of Legends, it's a problem. But I would say overall, I would say it can get pretty bad.
Like craft items. Oh, I need a crafting bench.
Yeah, which I'm going to build right now.
I keep forgetting you need a crafting bench just to make items. If you can make like whole ass houses without a crafting bench, I feel like.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me, but it's all good. Don't worry, we'll fix it. We'll get this whole place set up. Oh, I got chicken. No, but
Nope, don't touch that chicken.
He's already dead.
God damn it, that was my best friend.
Well, we'll get you another chicken. There's more chicken out there.
His name was Feathers McGraw. He was gonna steal the blue diamond from Wallace and Gromit.
I actually had chicken in my creative world. His name is Hen Solo.
Wouldn't that technically be a girl then, since it's a hen?
Pretty much.
I'm starting to think you didn't watch Chicken Run, Nico.
No. The thing is, it took that name by itself. Like it was named that already. So don't blame me for shit. But anyway, as I said, with I think the competitive gaming area gets very out of place with like certain aspects, and it was so weird to a major extent where a lot of I would say a lot of gaming places, or like a lot of places, like in regards to, for instance, let's say sorry, let's say for instance, like if you're playing like in a competitive area like Overwatch, like a lot of people were getting in trouble left and right for the negative stuff that they were doing in Overwatch.
A lot of teabagging, I'm guessing.
No, even worse. So one thing that was a major issue in Overwatch was the constant amount of things like people paying other players for to boost their games. People doing things like in regards to, oh, we have a cave here just in case. People doing things like, you know, aimbotting in their own games, Smurf accounts, to a point where they were doing that, and it's bad sportsmanship.
Like they got the fucking Smurfs in this shit being terrible.
Yeah, because here's what they were doing.
Smurf would not be proud.
No, they were mostly hanging out with Gargamel. So,
well, we got the Cuddle Team leader showing up.
Yeah. So, with that, you had people doing things like in regards to getting paid, as I said, for boosting, which was very bad. That came a lot from the Seoul area. Bad things such as like racial slurs. Yeah, and so much more. It was so bad. Like it was very, very bad. And people didn't want to be held accountable. People didn't want to hold others accountable for that. And there was that. And there was the Smash area with constant like apparent SAs in the area.
Oh god.
Very bad hygiene, to a point where it was so bad to a point where like people couldn't be in the area with with the individuals or near them because they were doing things such as pheromone maxing.
The fuck is? Oh, wait a minute. I think I've heard about that shit in like the worst part of the furry community.
Yeah, it's weird because people use that as an excuse, and I'm telling you right now, like anybody who decides to pheromone max, I'm gonna drop kick you. No, that's like it's like the idea of trying to use your natural odor to attract the female. Like, bro, like you're really gonna attract somebody with bad odor? Like, no.
That's not how that works. Okay, like you ain't trying to pull a Dracula flow over here. All right. If it don't stank, I don't want it.
Yes. I'm him buck too. I'm Timon and Pumbaa. They checked they made me do a blood test. Turns out I'm 100% Himalayan. But no, yeah, that there was those aspects.
So basically, your main issue with competitive gaming is how people take it so seriously. It gets like people take it so seriously, it leads to them doing really stupid things, and it also leads to a community of people who do stupid things defending those stupid people.
No, and it's the idea of that people are not taking it seriously enough to a point where, if I may say, like these guys are doing so much extra, in a sense, to like make shit so, how do I say this, so difficult. Like they're making things a lot more difficult for the community in general. Because now think about it this way: I am doing things like like for instance, I am on Florida Mayhem, which is for Overwatch, and with that, Florida Mayhem had a major issue where, you know, they had a guy who was to a point where they, you know, they were actually SAing someone. So they went ahead and they got rid of the guy in the team. They, until they could find out further information. They said that player has nothing to do with any of the anybody else on the team or anything that has to do with the team itself. My main problem specifically is the fact that you know, that these were ideas that people decided to do in the first place. You know what I mean? Like the fact that someone used that, and then they had the ability of one, getting paid by just playing video games, and they did the wrong thing and now they lost it all is weird to me. The fact that people went ahead and got paid by other people where their sponsors usually pay them well. These sponsors especially do a lot to actually go ahead and make sure they're taken care of, their team coaches, everything, and make sure they're taken care of. And they did everything in the world to destroy, you know, them being, you know, good players, them being good people in general. You know what I mean?
Oh, so your main issue is basically that these people basically screw up. Well, I don't really think that's an issue with competitive players. It just seems more like an issue with like society as a whole. Because there are tons of people who don't just do this and because there are people who don't just do this in gaming. This is something that's existed in like sports in general. There are tons of basketball players who are just absolutely terrible fucking people in real life, and because of how terrible they are, but because they're good at the sport and they have an incredible amount of fans, there are people that go out of their way to genuinely protect them. It's unfortunately just a very shitty reality that we live in, that people in any type of sports or any type of organization will be given an incredible amount of protection that the average individual, if they committed these fucked up crimes, probably wouldn't. I mean, just look at all the people who are defending and again, I know this is going to piss off a lot of people when I say this, Kobe Bryant and many other basketball players similar to him who have who had tons of allegations out at them because they were well beloved, because they were seen as good people, because they were fucking loved so goddamn much. people did not give two shits when the allegations came out about that individual doing shitty things. Even though a lot of evidence came forward and it was made pretty damn clear that, kind of he did some shitty things.
Yeah, I think when it comes to competitive gaming, it makes it very difficult. Excuse me. Because there are people that actually individuals look up to in that area.
Yeah. Although I don't think that's really a competitive gaming thing. That just seems like more of a sports thing. I think we should stick more to like individual issues that competitive gaming actively creates. Other than just the basic stuff that all sport communities kind of create.
I think what competitive gaming creates in an aspect of with things like, I think it creates a lot more toxicity because some people do a lot more than what the hell they're doing. Especially Overwatch players. Yeah. I'm drinking water because my throat is sore.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying, "Oh, I'm trying to drink something in game because my throat's sore." We can just eat berries to fight off the thirst. Berries.
Oh, we're cold.
Berries.
We're cold.
Yeah, it's pretty cold over here.
Yeah, I'm over here so I can build a fire.
But the cold never bothered me anyway. I let it go, let it go. I can't hold it back anymore.
What the hell? The cold bothers me anyway, so.
I got a box. Damn it! You can't run with the box. That sucks.
No, but there's a lot of players that don't take into account of how they act. Like XQC was gotten to a point where like he got so competitive that he started talking so much shit. Delore got so far into the competitive scene that he even explained how much he hated it, how much he hated playing the game that he was playing, which was Apex, and he's miserable doing it, and he stopped streaming for good. Yeah, he's like, I hated it. He's like, I'm unhappy. I do it to pay my bills, and where I think when people get too competitive in that aspect, it
can ruin the game for them.
It can ruin the game for them. And then when they get too competitive to a point where now, like, even some people get to a point where they say racial slurs. It's not a good idea. No.
Again, that just seems like a sports thing, like people being shitty thing. Which,
no.
I guess that does add to it, because, like, when you really think about it, people who do these shitty things are just these... Oh, shit, I'm getting a call from my aunt. Give me a second.
Oh, I eat berries. I'll go ahead on builds. There you go. Alright. Yeah, wait until he gets back. But if you guys are watching, so we have a goal. We're gonna do more content for you guys. We're gonna talk about more gaming topics. We're gonna do more streaming. We're gonna probably do more collabs. I can't wait. I really can't wait. I'm interested. I can't wait to go ahead and do as much as we can. So If you guys have it, leave a subscribe.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah,
Hey, my aunt was just calling to see if she could drop over my cousins.
bro, I'm just making beds for us.
They're at beds.
Yeah, so I can see where it is an overall issue, definitely. But as I said, like it's developing a lot more in the competitive area, which is very off for me.
Yeah.
I can see it like being a major problem, but then at times like it goes to a point where it's like at times you also gotta try to find a way to get past it. But you know, at one point it doesn't excuse players.
Like obviously, it doesn't excuse it.
Yeah, but there's that. I think also competitiveness, especially changed how the gaming industry looks at certain games. I think a lot of people now are more focused on the aspect of, oh, now we have to focus on the competitive gamers. Like, no.
Like you don't have to, but it's nice to know that you can.
Like,
You
it's,
know?
yeah, like, if you want to focus on the competitive gamers, definitely. But, like, here's one thing. There are people who are not as competitive that want to play the game too.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, like for instance, cool. I like the idea of, okay, so Marvel Rivals has now is a competitive game. But, you know, here's one thing. If people don't like to play the competitive aspect, why not make a PvE aspect for the game?
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome. A PvE and like they could change the difficulty of the, of the bots. In fact, they could even something that I'm actually surprised. I don't know if any game has done this yet, but something that I think would be really cool is if the bots of a certain video game or of video games, if they change the bots and they made it to where the bots are heavily based on or at least act very similarly to the similarly to players who have played the games before. Like basically like have the bots take like data, I guess, from the players who have played in the online matches and change it so that they play, differently, and the more difficulty you add to the bots, or the more difficulty you add to the bots, the more they'll play like actual players and less like, robots trying to be players.
So
I don't know if that's been done before.
well, that's AI. That's an AI match. So it's like
Well, yeah, that's what PvE is, right?
well, it's sort of no. Well, PVE that you can do that with AI, but then it's not gonna grab that because a lot of players play the game extremely differently. Like
Well, yeah.
I could possibly play for instance like characters like Moon Knight differently than what another person plays Moonlight. So you could collect the data for it, but then at one point it will be a little bit difficult because of the simple fact that I would say some things like in regards to, and you need to heal yourself.
I know, I'm fighting right now. Hold up.
I'm not saving you.
You ain't got to. I'm good. I probably should cook this meat. I'm eating some berries.
Yeah, I'm cooking the meat right now, but yeah, it's just that it's gonna be difficult because a lot of people play differently in certain aspects. So that's why I think if you're doing an AI, it's based off of like an actual like, I would say like more of the aspect of they're playing based off of like the combo that the character is supposed to play as. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
yeah. So I could see that a lot differently if it was like if it was AI PvP, but for like a PvE aspect, it's a little bit difficult because I think also like when they're adding AIs, especially when you're doing Marvel Rivals, it's probably not going to be the character that that they're playing. Like,
yeah, but I kind of like the way I was saying is that because people play so differently, it means you have to, it's still like a difficult match of sorts. Like, obviously, you're not going to be playing, obviously, people play these characters differently, but the way I was sort of going about it was because the players play these characters differently, it means that, each match could still feel very different. Like the way someone plays Moon Knight in one area or the way Moon Knight controls during one match obviously would play he'd play differently in another match and something like that, like it'd be more complicated, but it would add more I guess what's the word I'm looking for? It would add more variety to the game than just you knowing exactly how each of the players are gonna play right off the bat.
Oh no, I completely understand that. That's
Yeah, and
where
it would still be PvE. It's just it would be like it'll be, and depending on the difficulty, depends on how they code it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I said it's depending on where like what they're gonna like on how it works with it. As I said, there's like a whole bunch of different ways of doing so. That they're just gonna have to collect a whole bunch of data after doing that.
Yeah, obviously, which is why I'm pretty sure a lot of video games haven't, because that would cost a lot of money to actually do. And well, the likelihood of a video game company nowadays going out of their way to spend a bunch of money to create a better experience is long gone.
Yeah, because I think it's because that has to like it does take a lot of money, but as I say, it's also they have to try to make something back of that money. So I can.
Which leads me to another. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off. What you were saying?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, which leads me to another thing about competitiveness in video games, and it's definitely the idea that a lot of competitive video games are often kind of lazy. Like they're very, very basic is what I'm really getting at here. A lot of competitive video games go for the most basic ideas of what a video game should or could be, and because of how basic they are, they oftentimes don't push the bounds of what a competitive video game should be, and often refuse to, like, I always feel like single player experiences from video games are slightly, like, they're slightly more interesting than multiplayer games, because multiplayer games lack the same level of polish that a video game hmm, that a single player game would. And because of that, it makes me feel kind of like I got these cool little macro binoculars. I don't know how to use them. Anyway, and it kind of makes it come off as many video games don't, at least many multiplayer video games, don't have the same level of care and passion put in when you actively see them being developed. A lot of
So,
times,
like, what do you have? Like, you have an example of that?
I'm gonna be real with you, Warframe. I love Warframe to death, but goddamn it, the gameplay of it feels kind of like a watered down version of Kingdom Hearts. And the gunplay, not that interesting. Like, I feel like, plus, in a single player game, you'd have access to a ton of variety of different guns and whatnot, and right off the bat, and playing throughout the game would let you simply collect and craft the guns, not in a certain level, not in a certain time. Like, you don't have to wait hours upon hours to craft a goddamn weapon. You just need the resources, and boom, you'd make the weapon. In a multiplayer game, especially a looter shooter like fucking Warframe,
Mm.
lo and behold, your ass just does not, like, you do not get shit like that at all. In fact, take Borderlands for an example. Borderlands is a looter shooter game that prides itself on, like, it prides itself on basically feeling like a single player experience, even though it's, a game made for multiplayer.
Yeah.
And that's the type of game I really want to see, but most multiplayer video games, they don't give you that, especially competitive ones, because the more competitive the game, the less effort you have to put in literally anything.
Right.
Because all you have to do is create a basic map, a basic arena, a basic little thing here and there, create some basic missions you've probably seen in hundreds of other games, and bada bing, bada boom, you're golden. No need for over polishing, no need for coming up with more interesting concepts and ideas, no need for any of that shit. Just make something that potentially looks cool, and you are golden.
I can see that. I can see that, but it's like I guess it's based on the experience of like the player in general, how they feel in that. Because I feel differently about Warframe. I think Warframe has a really good experience multiplayer wise, because especially with the how a lot of players interact with each other and stuff like that.
Saying that, it's just I'm talking more in the sense that like for example, let's take something like Kingdom Hearts. When you think of a multiplayer version of Kingdom Hearts, do you basically just think of the Kingdom Hearts games themselves, or something like Kingdom Hearts 3, but you're able to play with your homeboy and buddy?
Um, I would say no.
Hmm.
I would say
Okay, well, when you think of like when you think of like a multiplayer video game of, like, let's say multiplayer Ratchet and Clank. When you think of a multiplayer Ratchet and Clank, do you basically just think of a really cool game that allows you to basically play a bunch of cool Ratchet and Clank levels, bosses, and arenas, but you have a friend along, and it has the same level of polish and interesting shit as the classic Ratchet and Clank games, or the newer ones, or something like that?
so. Is this mostly like about like the content that's coming from it, or?
No, it's more like the lack of polish and the lack of like initiative to make more with it. A big issue with competitive video games is that once people realize exactly what, like, once game developers and people realize exactly like what people actually care about, aka the competitive side of games, it often leads to them ignoring potentially new ideas and concepts. Case in point, games like Fortnite. Fortnite was originally supposed to be a zombie survival style game, and lo and behold, it's all this shit. But for the
Mm,
longest time, it was mostly, and not in a good way, but mostly it was just focusing on the battle royale. And it
mm,
focused so much on the battle royale that people started to hate it. Granted, Fortnite has improved. It's not just about the battle royale anymore, but for all intents and purposes, it's ooh, these little binoculars are cool.
yeah, we're about.
All right,
I'm about to go to bed though.
all right, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me get some of this get some of this wood real quick. But like, yeah, like the whole idea, and that's what a lot of competitive games often do. They focus on one aspect, or maybe like a few small aspects, and then they just stick to that, and they don't really do anything new. They don't innovate. They don't, what the fuck?
So is
Like, they
it?
don't.
So it's just straight up the idea of innovation.
Yeah, like it's a lack of innovation in a lot of like multiplayer games. Like, imagine if Overwatch released like a single player mode, or released story modes for their characters and stuff like that. That would be awesome. But instead, we don't get stuff like that, because the only thing anyone cares about when playing Overwatch is,
Leave the bed and then hit triangle on the bed.
oh, I play on PC, so I don't have a triangle. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, so like that's the whole thing. It leads to them only focusing on one specific thing, because really Overwatch is just kind of more this, it really is just mostly the same crap. There isn't like, sure, you'll get new maps and everything, but it's the same game modes, the same like, it's the same shit. And there isn't really much innovation or anything new really going into it, which is the main problem I have with games like Overwatch, and I hope Marvel Rivals can, oh, I hope Marvel Rivals can overcome this and do something entirely different.
It's actually coming out with like 2 or 3 more game modes.
Good. We need more game mode. Hell, I hope we get a Marvel Rivals prop hunt one day or something like that. Just
Mm,
innovate. Give us new shit. Don't focus solely on the fact that people are being competitive with it. Focus on being as fun as possible.
mm.
Now, this is the main reason why I don't really like Call of Duty anymore, because I usually hop into Call of Duty for two things: the cool as hell campaigns, the zombie modes.
Yeah,
But guess what? We don't have campaigns anymore. Because fuck campaigns.
well, the new Call of Duty actually has a campaign.
Yeah, I know the new one does, but for a while, we
Yeah,
straight
we
up
didn't have
did
it.
not have any campaigns.
Yeah,
Which made no goddamn sense, because people love Call of Duty for its campaigns.
yeah. I thought that was actually pretty fucking lazy, honestly. So I can admit that. I think like in true honesty, I think a lot of competitive games are also doing the same trend. Like with that, and if you're saying like there's no lack of innovation and stuff like that, it is the same trend. Like when Fortnite came out, there like 30 other battle royales came out. Like
Yeah, fucking PUBG. Honestly, the only other one I remember is PUBG. I'm
yeah,
pretty sure there were a bunch of others, but like the only other one I can like remember off the top of my head is PUBG, and that's because PUBG is fun. It's still fun. It's just they haven't done anything like new recently. There is a holy shit. Is that a bear? Is that a big ass bear?
leave it. No attack it.
I mean, my shit's about to break, so I'm definitely not about to attack it. I'm gonna get some new shit,
I
maybe a shield.
I got a sword already. But
Yeah, I know. My sword's about to break because I killed like 50 wolves.
yeah, there's a chest in there and it has like all the supplies for it. Yeah, like PUBG came out with the idea first.
Was
Yeah.
PUBG? Wait, PUBG was before Fortnite?
Yes.
Okay.
Then Fortnite tried to compete with that and
And
literally took over.
yeah,
Um,
it's
with
because PUBG was like very like realistic and shit, and Fortnite, due to it being very cartoony, appealed more to kids.
I would say yes. It did do that, and I would say like more of the fact of I would say like they. No, you know what? You're actually right. That's just the way it is.
Yeah,
Uh,
like like people keep like I think this is another thing competitive games kind of keep forgetting. Video games appeal to children a lot. Like that's the thing a lot of people keep forgetting. Video games are going to appeal to children the most. So obviously obviously you need to like people do probably understand this. But when you're making video games, you're making like kids are going to be the ones that often pick up on this shit the most. And because of that, while yes, more adult oriented video games come out, a lot of competitive video games often forget that because video games appeal to kids, they choose not to be as fun as they should be because they care more about the adult audience than they do the kid audience. And
mhm.
it's not like in a lot of how the hell do you make a goddamn cord? Where do you get cords from?
You have to get a spinning wheel.
Oh, spinning wheel.
Yeah,
Really?
I got it.
Spinning wheel, spinning wheel, spinning.
I mean,
Trouble keeps you spinning faster. Wheel is spinning, saving planets from disaster. All right.
now, here's one thing that I can say. Like when you have like a whole bunch of like aspects when it comes to like uh you know competitives, when you have like all these games coming out all together, it's very weird. um I remember when Fortnite came out with the battle royale, and when they came out with the battle royale, then Apex came out, then fucking Realm Royale came out, and so on and so forth. Like
I keep forgetting Apex is a battle royale.
yeah,
I don't play it.
yeah, like there's and then there's Monster Hunter. Then there is
Monster Hunter has a battle royale
no
now.
no 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 not a battle royale. I'm talking about like the like similar ideas. Like let me go to it really quick. There's
Oh, I'm about to fucking say, ain't no goddamn way in hell we finna get a fucking Monster Hunter battle royale.
no so there's
What's that
like
even look like?
there's also like similar games that are just like completing a trend and not trying to do something new. Like you have like Monster Hunter being like one of the main hunting games, and then in the process of that, then you'll see Wild Hearts from EA, and then in the end of that, you also see Happy New Year, Chris, and with that you also see like things like Dauntless. Remember Dauntless?
Oh yeah, I heard of Dauntless.
And
I don't
Dauntless,
think I actually. I don't think I actually played I think I downloaded it for my Switch and just kind of left it at that, and didn't really pick it up or do anything with it.
yeah, Dauntless had Dauntless was weird. Dauntless was very weird.
How do I use the shield? Hmm. Yeah, but I definitely see where you're going. Like, oh, okay, that's how. Yeah, like definitely that's another thing. And are we talking like just about competitive gaming, or are we talking about like just gaming, like
Like,
game?
well, in the competitive sense, like there's a whole bunch of games that are similar. Like for instance, like when Dota was competitive, then you saw League of Legends become very competitive. When you see Team Fortress 2 become competitive, then Overwatch was a thing. And then like, when you see Counter Strike and then Call of Duty, all of that went to the competitiveness. And as I said, when people started getting more competitive with these games, in my opinion, I think that's where a lot more toxicity just popped out. And what sucks is that people don't want to hold the responsibility of that, because of the simple fact that when you see these actual people doing the negative on those games, that's exactly why people will start pulling away from those games. And you see what I mean? It's like
Where's that bear? Damn it, I can't find that bear.
leave the bear alone. I'm
No,
telling
I
you.
have weapons. I can deal with it now. That's good. I'll just fight.
No, but do you have the health for it?
I actually wait. We can upgrade our health in this game.
Yes, you can with a totem.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Well, as
getting.
long as I don't get hit, I should be fine.
Yeah,
Know how to dodge.
I'm just getting not root right now. No, but competitive gaming gets to a point where it gets really bad, and people just don't understand the problems that it provides. Because one, you'll get every like area getting a competitive scene, and then that provides a lot more toxic people, that provides a lot more toxic players. uh, like especially even when the competitive area, when you're playing a different game to the game that is competitive, then they start having issues with you. Like for instance, it was a whole thing where people were like, oh, look at these guys from multiverses playing multiverses, they should be playing Smash and stuff like that. Like stuff like that, like that type of toxic mentality.
Like people creating unnecessary drama just to be assholes.
Exactly. and and
Okay,
even
well, I
come
guess I could kill some more wolves. I have the health for that, Nico.
okay, I'm just saying, you don't want to die, then you might as well take my damn advice, but
Well, no, I was trying to find the bear because again, these guys these enemies telegraph their attacks really well, so I can easily dodge them.
well, sir, you know what, I don't care, I don't want to hear your shit. You will not fight that bear.
Well, I can't fight it now because it's gone. I don't know where the hell he ended up.
Oh, boo boo people.
Boo boo be. The phrase is pee pee poo poo. Okay.
Oh no, I got that
If you're
from
gonna
I got
if
that
you're
from
gonna make fun of me, do it right.
I got that from Pablo Francisco. So he goes boo boo people.
Of course you did.
Yeah. So
Next, you're gonna start quoting Gabriel Iglesias to me.
do you want me to send you the thing where he said boo boo
You
people?
don't have to. I know what you're talking about.
All right
But next,
then.
you're gonna start quoting Gabriel Iglesias to me, and I don't like. Look, I don't quote Eddie Murphy to you often.
Like, can you really quote Eddie Murphy?
You want to hold you want to please then you got to try a little tenderness. Chicks love that romantic crap. There.
Oh boy. From yeah,
That's the from Shrek.
interviews from Shrek.
Yes, one of Eddie Murphy's best roles as Donkey, the dragon layer.
You should see his stand up when he's talking about Luther Vandross.
I actually have seen some of Eddie Murphy's stand up. Dude is funny as hell.
Oh, he is.
All right, why are the chests so small? Why must the chest be so small? I'm sure there are teenage girls that ask themselves that in the mirror every day.
You don't want to make that joke, please.
I already did.
Damn it. Well, or another house?
Plus, it's a funny joke because it's true.
Here.
It's funny because it's the truth. It's funny because it's about you. Oh, there's a lizard man. I think we've met before. I'm Lazik. I've been exploring for hours. I think I'll sleep in your village tonight. You ain't taking my bed with that fine ass of yours.
What do you mean? You need to stop.
Hey, don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
I wouldn't say beautiful is the word, but
how dare you?
Ratchet as shit. You know that.
How fucking dare you?
That's fine. I think you look better than Jonah.
That is true.
He's gonna be like, bro, what the fuck? And I do. What the fuck do you mean?
Oh, it's 12 where you are, right?
Happy New Year, Ma. Oh, Happy New Year, Josh.
Happy New Year.
It's the new year, and then we're gonna start off good. All right, for those who are watching, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everyone.
I'm an hour behind Nico, so it ain't the new year for me yet. He's in the future.
I'm a little bit further, but it is Happy New
Hey, do
Year
you
for
think
me.
you could tell me the Powerball numbers so I can get them?
Why the fuck would I tell you that then?
I don't know. We could both be rich. I don't think you'd share with me if you knew the Powerball numbers before I did.
I would share, but I said for me, I would have to know the Powerball numbers, and I would want to spend my. Just trust me, if I won the Mega Millions and everything, then guess what? I'm telling you right now, I would be making a business, and I would be doing everything I could to be able to, you know, try to make sure everyone in TemGameBoyz is set for life.
Nice.
Yeah.
I definitely hire some developers to help me finish my game faster. Because god damn it, making a video game is difficult, even when you're using a fucking programming system that doesn't require code. Using hold up a sec. I'm using GDevelop. That's what I'm using.
Oh, that's an intro one.
Yeah, it's an intro to game development, but I suck at coding and I don't want to have to look for different freaking scripts from Unity.
Have you tried RPG Maker?
RPG Maker costs money.
I got the $15 one.
Ugh, I don't have the money for RPG Maker.
Fair.
Plus, isn't RPG Maker like really complicated?
It can be, but then it takes a lot of time. But at one point, it will help you out a lot. And it's a lot of games have established really good platforms with it. So I
mean, I'll definitely check out RPG Maker. I'll definitely use it like in the future because I do want to make my own RPGs at one point.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna make a bed for this guy, and then I'm gonna call this because it's already 12. But
this wolf is running away from me like a little bitch.
Where's the lizard guy? The lizard guy left. Where that asshole? I did all that fucking hard work, you bastard. Oh, here we go.
Ah, crap. Okay, I should probably run.
There you go. Make yourself at home, you. Now, but all right, guys. As I said, go ahead. Let's go ahead and as I call this a stream. This was a little stream for the new year.
Yes, we wanted to do more, but we couldn't.
Yeah, we wanted to do more, but you know the guys are you know just doing other things. But Happy New Year to everyone. I really hope that everyone's goals for the new year come true. I really hope that everybody is gonna have fun this new year. We're gonna do some brand new things as well for TemGameBoyz, but with that, guys, stay with us. You know, for as long as we can. We're gonna make all these goals, and then we're gonna have you guys be part of these major goals. And for the other TemGameBoyz members that couldn't make it, of course, as I said, Happy New Year to them as well. Happy New Year to everybody's families, everybody. And with that, guys, we want you guys to have a great night, and it's gonna be the start of a brand new year for EHG and TemGameBoyz.
Happy New Year.